All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and talk today about the Coronavirus Assistance for American Families Act. So this is Mitt Romney, and he authored this bill with, or this proposal with Marco Rubio, Bill Cassidy, and Steve Daines. So it's interesting how they're doing this, and we'll talk about it because I think it's kind of, I don't think it's a good way to go about things. And I'll explain that. But basically what they want to do is they want to have $1,000 stimulus check. So per individual. So instead of the $1,200, they want it to be $1,000 per individual and per dependent. So if you have dependents, so if you have, let's say, a family of 4, you're going to get $4,000. So that's the way they want to work this. So everyone gets $1,000. And the reason why they want to focus on it like this is they want to focus on family. So instead of doing individually $1,200 stimulus check and then $500 per dependent, they want to focus on family. So give everyone $1,000. It sounds good. If you have a family, if you have dependents, it makes sense. But if you don't, it doesn't make sense, right? And for a lot of people, they'll look at it and say, well, I don't want this because I'm losing $200 out of the deal if I don't have a family, if I don't have dependents. And so I don't know how far this is going to go. This is kind of an alternative to what we're looking at now. And if you look at the numbers, the CARES Act, if you're looking at the CARES Act or looking at the HEALS Act, so the CARES Act and the HEALS Act are the same when it comes to stimulus checks, relatively the same. There's a few minor differences, but the HEALS Act right now, $1,200 per individual. So for husband and wife, $1,200 for both of you guys. So that's $2,400, and then $500 per dependent. So a family of 4, that's $3,400. If you're looking at this Mitt Romney's proposal, you're looking at $1,000 per individual, so it's $4,000. So you're going to get more with Romney's proposal for a family of 4. Now, if you're looking at the HEROES Act, so we can't forget about the HEROES Act because although they're not going with the HEROES Act, it still comes into play because you're going to have Democrats that are going to be pushing for what the HEROES Act had when it came to stimulus checks. So when you look at the HEROES Act, it's $1,200 for individual and $1,200 for dependents, up to 3 dependents. So if you're looking at a family of 4 there, it's $4,800. So you can see that even though the Mitt Romney's proposal looks good, it looks better than what the HEALS Act is offering, it doesn't look better than what the HEROES Act was offering. So just to kind of give you guys an idea, but I think it's really going to hurt. It's going to be a hard sell for an individual because they're going to look at it and say, well, this is not what I want. We're going in the wrong direction. I don't know why Mitt Romney didn't try to keep it at $1,200, keep it at the $1,200 stimulus check, and do it just like the HEROES Act, $1,200 for individual, $1,200 for dependent. Or you can even, I don't know, get a little tricky, $1,200 for individuals, $800 for dependents. I don't know. I think by them doing it this way, it really makes people feel a little weird. Like I'm getting less for a stimulus check instead of more. That doesn't make sense to me. So, obviously the focus is on family and that's what they want to focus on. But I just think it kind of, it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right to me. I can tell you that. I don't have a family, of course, but so of course I would want more, but it just doesn't feel right to go in the other direction. They should have worked it out a different way. Like I said, give everyone $1,200 and then give dependents $800 instead of $500 or something like that, where it just feels like you're still getting the same amount that was proposed initially. You're not losing out on anything, and the dependents are getting a little bit more. I think it would have been a better sell that way. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also in the chat, let me know what you guys think about that. The next thing I want to talk about, this is so Mitt Romney, and I believe he's the only author on this bill. Maybe Susan Collins is also a co-author, but Mitt Romney is trying to, the real big issue right now, the real big fight is the enhanced unemployment. They can't figure out how to work this. Like right now the HEALS Act, they want to go with dropping it from $600 per week to $200 per week. And so what Mitt Romney wants to do is he wants to adjust it. Now it's unclear here, and I have to do some more research on this, because what he's talking about is he's giving the states an option. So giving them two options, because what's happening is you have senators right now saying that with the HEALS Act, $200 per week for August and September, and then in October do 70% of their wages. So the only problem with doing 70% of their wages, the unemployment offices, they need a beefed up system in order to be able to calculate all this stuff. And that's the whole reason why they're doing the 200 right now for the 2 months, because they want to get these unemployment departments up to speed, so they'll be able to do these calculations. And so what Mitt Romney wants to do is he wants to start it. So August would be $500 per week. And then in September, it would be $400 per week. And then in October, it will be $300 per week. That's one option. The other option would be 80%. So it would be 80% of your wages. So it'd be a little bit more than what the HEALS Act it will be offering in October, and then give $2 billion to state and local government so they can update their systems. So that's his plan for the enhanced unemployment. But right now, the enhanced unemployment is the big issue because it expires tomorrow. And I was just watching earlier on the Senate floor. Of course, you have Mitch McConnell on his side. You have Chuck Schumer on his side. They're going back and forth on the floor, and they did vote to proceed with an emergency enhanced unemployment. I don't believe they're working tomorrow. I think they're off tomorrow. I was going to check that right before I started. It's easy to do. You just go over to the Senate website, and it will tell you what's on their calendar. If there's nothing on their calendar, guess what? They're not going to be there. So I didn't get a chance to check before the show, but I believe they're not going to be there tomorrow. We'll see, but I mean we'll know, because it would be unfortunate if they weren't at work tomorrow, because tomorrow is the expiration date. It would at least look good if they were there trying to do some work for the people, but we'll have to see how that goes.